Email marketing is a type of digital marketing, online marketing, and it is a direct method that uses emails to engage and stay in contact with your audience and your customers. It's typically used to create product or brand awareness and generate leads or sales. You can send promotional content and informational content through your emails. Here are some of the reasons why email marketing is so important. An email list is one of the most powerful things you can have for your business. It gives you a direct line of communication with your audience and doesn't rely on an algorithm or a third-party app. And it won't get as easily buried as posts on social media. Remember, on things like Instagram, only 5% of your followers even see any given post. And it's not a guarantee that you'll have that following forever. Sometimes accounts get lost or Instagram shuts accounts down for no reason. So even if you have a good sized audience, they're not yours because they're technically through an app where your email list is yours. No one can take it from you. You own your email list. Managing your email list is completely free also, and it's free advertising. You can move, you might pay for an email provider, but you have your list and it's yours. You can organize different audiences too through your list. Those who have downloaded your free guide, those who have made purchases from you, what kind of purchases they've made, have they purchased your ebooks and now you're coming out with a new one, so you want to make sure that they know about it. This allows you to organize and focus your marketing on specific things with customers you know are actually interested in what you have to offer. An email list is so important to building your business. You might have heard people say that email marketing is dead, or what's the point of building an email list when there's social media and there's all these other ways to reach an audience? But nothing could be further from the truth. Social media is a great way to build your email list, but email marketing is as alive as it's ever been. Here are some numbers. 92% of online adults use email, with 99% of email users checking their email every day, some as much as 20 times a day. Email is 40 times more effective at acquiring customers than Facebook and Twitter combined. Shoppers spend 138% more when marketed through email as compared to those who do not receive email offers. Instagram audience never has a view rate over 30% on your content. And as your audience grows, that number gets even smaller. The bigger your audience, the smaller percentage of people who actually see any of your content on a given day. But it is very doable to get an opening rate of 40 to 70% on your email. That is 2 to 7x what it would be for your social media content. Email marketing is such a great way to build credibility and connection with your audience. Before anyone buys from you, they need to trust you. You're able to build that trust by being transparent, authentic, and reliable in your emails. Make sure you're sharing your story and highlighting your expertise, because when people feel that genuine connection, they're more likely to hit the buy now button. When you build this trust, people are going to want to purchase from you. So instead of having to push your product constantly, you're able to really engage with your audience in a different way. And this has a great ROI, a great return on investment. Did you know that email marketing has an average return on investment of $44 for every dollar spent? You heard that right, $44. Social media, search engine optimization, they're all great, but when it comes to bang for your buck, email marketing is the best one out there. Now that you understand the incredible opportunity that there is in email marketing, I want to dive into the heart of the matter, which is creating emails that people cannot resist opening and reading all the way through. You have to think about magnetic messaging and reaching your audience where they're at. But first things first, let's talk about your audience. Your email subscribers need to be thought of as like your best friends online. You need to get to know them, understand their quirks, and speak their language. What are their pain points? What gets them excited? The more you know, the better you can tailor your emails to resonate with people's hearts and souls and like where they're at. So before you hit send, put yourself in your reader's shoes. What makes them click, engage, and come back for more? Think about it from the perspective of your audience. Would you want to read all the way through your email? Does your messaging speak to you? And if so, would it speak to your reader? Words have the power to captivate, convince, and convert. You want your emails to be persuasive and you want them to be magnetic. What do I mean by this? Start with a friendly tone, like you're chatting with a friend over coffee. Keep it real, relatable, and sprinkle in a bit of personality. You want to create a narrative that draws people in. You want to share stories and anecdotes and experiences and talk to them about life. Make it personal. When your subscribers feel a connection through magnetic messaging and persuasive writing, they are more likely to stick around and keep reading. But hey, don't take my word for it. Research shows that personalized emails can generate up to 6 times higher transaction rates. That's some serious persuasion. So let's talk about personalization. The secret ingredient in email marketing is speaking to people where they're at and making them feel important. Addressing your subscribers by their name is just the beginning, and this can easily be done in your email marketing software. Use their preferences, their purchase history, and even their location to change up your content. Remember what we said, you can make different email lists based off of who's purchased from you, who's gotten your freebies, where did they come from? Did they come from Facebook or Instagram? What's their demographic? When people see an email that speaks directly to them, it's like getting a personalized invitation to something exclusive. They don't want to miss that opportunity for whatever you have to say. So you really want to understand your audience in order to be persuasive in your emails and make sure that it's personalized. Your emails will transform from a mere message to an irresistible invitation to buy from you if you personalize them and make it so your subscribers can't help but open. In social media, we call it a hook. That first line of text that people see that you're trying to use to grab their attention. If you want people to click on your reel or your post, that first line of text is crucial because that's what's going to make them want to know more. In email marketing, it's your subject line. Your subject line plays such an important role in the success of your email marketing campaigns. You want people to be excited to read your email from the get-go. Subject lines are that initial step to capturing your audience's attention and enticing them to open up your message and be excited to read what it has to say. Inboxes are being flooded with so many emails. I bet you hear people all the time complain about how they have thousands or hundreds or so many emails just sitting in their inbox. They can't get through them all. There's so much out there that's asking for people's attention, and a well-crafted subject line is what's going to make the difference between whether your email gets noticed or buried in the massive emails that stay in people's inboxes forever. An attention-grabbing subject line is an art. Consider personalization, relevance, and clarity when it comes to crafting your subject lines. Keep them short and enticing. Whether it's a hint of curiosity by asking something interesting or a touch of urgency by saying something like a flash sale or limited time only, or a sprinkle of humor and it makes them laugh and they want to read more to brighten their day. Subject lines need to make people want to click on the email to discover what's inside. Your subject line is your foot in the door. If you nail your subject line, your subscribers are going to want to read your emails and they're gonna see your call to action and the offer that you have, and that's how you're going to get them to spend more money. Here are the 8 steps to creating your perfect email. Start with your subject line. Remember, this is for grabbing attention and enticing the recipient to open your email. Make sure to keep it short and compelling. Use it to create curiosity and a sense of urgency so people need to know what's inside. And make sure you're testing out different subject lines and seeing what gets a better opening rate. Next is your content structure. You want to organize your email content for clarity and impact. Use a hierarchy with headlines and subheadings and bullet points so it kind of splits up the text and makes it easier to read. And make sure you're placing the most important information at the beginning because a lot of people don't read emails all the way through, and if you leave everything important for the end, people are going to miss it. Make sure that you break everything down into small, digestible sections for easy reading. Next is visual appeal. You want to enhance the aesthetic appeal and engagement with your emails by adding things like images, infographics, and GIFs that complement the message. Make sure that they're relevant and adding value. You also want to optimize these so that they load quickly on mobile devices, which is what we're going to talk about next, mobile optimization. Make sure your email looks good and functions well on cell phones. Use a responsive design that adapts to different screen sizes. This can be done within your email sending software. Make sure you're choosing a font size that is legible when it's shrunk down and not on a large computer screen. Make sure you test your emails on various devices before you send it. Look at what it's going to look like on a computer. What is it going to look like on a small cell phone? Then your call to action is the next most important step. You want to drive recipients to take specific actions like clicking on a link or making a purchase. Make your call to action clear, use compelling language, and make the button for the call to action really stand out visually. Pick bright colors and things that will make it so people are drawn to click, whether that's to go to your website or to go to a specific product. And create a sense of urgency behind the call to action also, and highlight the benefits. Give people a reason to click that button. We talked about this earlier, but the next one is personalization. Make sure to tailor the email to individual recipients for a personalized experience. Start by always addressing them by name. Use the segmentation that we talked about for putting people in different groups and categories to send targeted content. And use personal data that you can get from your email software to enhance personalization as well. Then your closing signature. Wrap up your email and provide a personal touch right at the end. You want to summarize key points and also reinstate your call to action. Include a personalized sign off like best regards or thanks for chatting or see you later, talk to you later, and then your name. Make sure that you have a little catchy phrase or something that you say at the end to kind of close your email and make people feel like there was a good reason for them to get all the way to the end. Then at the bottom is your footer. You want to provide essential information and comply with regulations. There are certain things that you need to put here, like your business address or an option for recipients to unsubscribe. You also want to have contact details and links to your social media. Maybe your Instagram or TikTok page will be down below your signature. These are the 8 steps that you need to create the perfect email. Okay, so let's get to it. At its bare bones and the nitty-gritty, the point of email marketing is to build relationships in order to sell something, right? The whole idea behind it is to build a relationship with your audience in order to sell. Your digital products are the star of the show and the thing that your emails need to spotlight. You want to build trust and build a relationship by sharing stories and anecdotes, but the whole point is to highlight your digital offerings. By showcasing your offerings in a way that makes your subscribers want to reach through the screen and grab them, you are able to sell so much more than if you never used email marketing to begin with. Make sure you're using captivating visuals, highlighting key features of your products, and emphasizing the benefits. Make it crystal clear why your product is the solution that they have been waiting for to solve their pain points. Make sure that you offer bonuses and sales and make people feel like there's a limited time for them to take advantage of whatever your offer is and that there's a scarcity behind it. Have you ever noticed how a countdown clock can make your heart race a little faster? That is the magic of urgency. By incorporating limited time offers or a scarcity tactic, you're able to create that sense of urgency. Whether it's a flash sale, an exclusive discount, or a product in limited supply, these kind of things make subscribers feel like they need to act now. And that's so important because if people close out of that email, the likelihood is they're not going to go back in. So we want them to feel like they need to act on our call to action before they ever hit the close button. Urgency can be that gentle nudge that turns a potential customer into an actual buyer. Now, how do we create that trust? Well, one of the best ways to do it is to leverage social proof in order to build credibility. Feature customer testimonials, reviews, and user-generated content in your emails. When other people rave about your products, about how amazing they are and how they've changed their life, this is going to get people to want to purchase. People trust recommendations from their peers, so let your happy customers do the talking for you. Subscribers signed up to receive emails from you, your email marketing campaigns aren't going to have anywhere to go. But if you can build a substantial subscriber list, well, then you have the free golden ticket. Realistically, subscriber building is the most important part when you're starting your digital marketing and email marketing journey. So you want to think about opt-in strategies. You want to think about how to make people join your email list. You want to have an enticing opt-in form on either your website or a specific landing page that you send out to people. Make sure to design it so that it catches the eye without being too intrusive. People don't necessarily want to join another list and get more emails, but if they know that they're going to be receiving value, then they're going to be willing to do it. So make sure you offer a glimpse of the value that they'll be receiving when they subscribe, whether it's an exclusive content idea or specific offers or an insider information. Remember, the goal is not just to get more subscribers, but to attract the right kind of subscribers, those who are genuinely interested in your digital product offerings. So in order to get people to opt in, you want to provide some kind of lead magnet. Provide very valuable content to people for free, such as an ebook or a guide or exclusive access or a free course or mini course in exchange for their email address. This not only boosts your sign-up rates, but it'll also set the tone for what you're going to be delivering in value in your emails to your subscriber. If your lead magnet is related to your digital product offering, it kind of primes the pump, and you can include information about your digital products in that lead magnet. So not only are you getting people to sign up for your email marketing, but they're also getting more information about your product offerings. Your lead magnet needs to be something that people cannot resist, that they have to have, and that they're willing to provide their email for. If you already have a lead magnet, but it's not gaining subscribers, you want to pivot and think about what your audience actually needs and offer something new. If you're not gaining subscribers with your current lead magnet, it is important to pivot, to change what you're offering, because building an email subscriber list is critical when it comes to digital marketing. Also think about maybe doing a contest or a giveaway on either your blog or your social media page and have people enter in their email as a way to enter the contest. This is a great way to encourage people to sign up and gain attention on your opt-in page. Whether it's a product giveaway, a discount, or an exclusive experience, make sure that the prize aligns with your audience's interests. About tailoring content for personalized engagement or segmenting your email list. Once you've got a growing email list, it's time to think about how to communicate with different segments of your list. Not all of your subscribers are going to be the same. So by segmenting your list based on factors like preferences, purchase history, or engagement level, you are able to send targeted, personalized email content that resonates with specific audience groups. Personalization is critical when it comes to successful email marketing because it helps you build a lasting connection with your audience. If all of your emails are just tailored to everybody in a big, broad audience, people aren't going to feel important, and if people don't feel important, they're not going to click on and open emails from you. Remember that quality trumps quantity. You don't need to be sending out emails every single day to every single email subscriber. Think about who's gotten your freebie. Maybe you want to upsell them and you want to make sure that they're getting information about your products that you have for sale. Maybe someone bought one of your products and you want to talk to them about the other products, but you don't want them getting blasted with emails about something they've already purchased. So by segmenting them into another email list, you're able to make sure that they're not getting emails about something they've already paid for because they're going to feel like it's a waste of their time. People have so many emails coming in every single day. It's overwhelming and stressful, and that is the last thing we want our email marketing campaign to be for people. We don't want it to be overwhelming. We don't want it to be stressful. We want it to be easy and enticing and get them excited to learn more about our offerings. So if you're sending targeted emails that are directed to certain people, this is a really great way to get people excited about opening your emails and finding out what you have to offer and what you have to say. You need to keep in mind, if you're not from the US and you're from another country, make sure you check with your country's legal obligations when it comes to sending out emails and email marketing. In the US, we have something called the CAN-SPAM Act. Make sure you include a clear and easy way for your recipients to unsubscribe. They need to be able to unsubscribe quickly and easily, or else you can run into regulation issues. Make sure you're providing accurate sender information, including a physical address. I know that this is kind of iffy for a lot of people because they don't want to include their home address. So this is where it would be really good to have a PO box or some kind of address for your business that you could include in your email marketing. Make sure to avoid deceptive subject lines and headers. If your subject line is attention grabbing because it's untruthful and it's not actually what your email is about, that is a big old no-no. Make sure your subject lines and headers are accurate and they actually talk and describe what's going to come in your emails. And make sure that you identify the message as an advertisement if that's applicable. If you are advertising something, you need to let people know. This is also true for things like income claims and affiliate links. If you have those in your emails, you need to make sure that you are including a disclaimer letting people know that they are in the email. You have to let people know that they're being marketed to. I know it seems obvious, but it's not, and it legally is required that you include disclaimers if you have advertisements, income claims, or affiliate links. There's even more things, so make sure you look into what those are. You need to adhere to these regulations, or else you can really subject yourself to things like legal penalties, and it's really a great way to maintain trust with your subscribers if you just follow these couple steps and make sure that you are staying compliant. Make sure that you're regularly updating your information on these practices. Seek legal advice if you need to, if you really want to be sure that you're doing this correctly, and prioritize compliance in order to maintain trust and avoid penalties going forward. Up an email campaign or an email flow. This is basically where you get people to sign in for your opt-in or someone makes a purchase from you, and then they get a sequence of emails starting with the initial freebie and going from there. So in StanStore, you want to go to email flows on the left-hand side. If you click on this, the first thing that's going to come up is a sample email flow. This is a nurturing and upselling email flow. We're going to look at it because it has really, really great information in here. So let's go ahead and click on it. Okay, so what this shows you is it starts with the initial purchase. So someone makes a purchase from you. It's currently set up for all products, but you could have this set up for just your opt-in page with your freebie, or the nice thing is you can tailor it to your different products. So maybe you have an ebook about digital marketing, and then they're going to get an email flow all about digital marketing. Or you have a course about Instagram, then the email flow can be set up for people who are interested in that product and what else they can purchase. We'll go in and look at this sample welcome intro email first. So basically they make the purchase, and this delay means 1 minute later, they're going to get this email in their inbox. So we'll click on it and look. The timing is 1 minute after purchase. Then it says sample welcome. This email subject is the one we talked about where it's super important, your subject line, to get people to open your email, correct? So we want to change this into some kind of welcome that gets them wanting to learn more. Hi, customer name. This is so important. This is how we're going to personalize our emails in order to get people to feel important and to feel heard and seen. Then it says, I'm so excited for you to take your first steps on this journey. The product name could be what they purchased or the freebie. And then we go through, and at the end, you're going to make sure that you have a closing and say, you know, thanks for your purchase and your name. Then you're going to go ahead and hit either save draft or publish. And then let's look at what the next email is in the flow. So this is a reiteration of download. So this comes one day after that first email, so after their purchase. And this is going to say, hi customer name, just popping in to see how you're loving the product. Reminds them of the product and what you have to offer. Remind them to check it out if they haven't. Maybe they saw that first email and thought, oh, I'll get back to it later. We want to talk to our audience and remind them to be checking out what we have to offer. The next email is going to go out 2 days later. I recommend this type of a flow where it's right away they get the first email, then a little bit of a time gap, 1 day until the next email, and then separate the next emails a little bit further, because if they're getting daily bombarded right away at the beginning, it can be a lot and people can unsubscribe quickly. So we don't want that. We want to have a little bit of a separation between our emails. So this is just talking about pain points, examples of success. This is where you would put testimonials and things like that. And then let's look at the next one, which is going to be an upsell. This comes out 3 days later. The upsell is where you can add your product link. And this is where we're going to start adding on new products. So see, we had an email that was an intro with their free product or to thank them for purchasing from us. The next one is going to be a reminder to check out that product. Then after that is going to be just information, what we can provide, not selling. The selling comes on email number 4 or 5. Once we've built a relationship, then we can talk about selling. And at this point, we want to try to upsell. So they've already purchased either something for free they've gotten from us, or they've made a purchase, but we want to try to get them to purchase more. So the nice thing about having this segmented is that you know what they've already purchased, so you're not offering them the same product again. You can put one of your other products in here and say, hey, you know, the next step on your journey is this next product. And then here's a discount code email. This is a good reminder to you that discount codes and countdowns and limited time specials are a great way to get people to purchase from you and purchase from your store. So let's go look at how we would set up our own email flow. We want to go to add flow. And here we're going to name our flow. So maybe we're going to say freebie. So we remember that this is for our free product. We hit create. And here we can go in and add emails. The nice thing is here we can change, we can add customer name to personalize it, product name. We can personalize it to specific products and links. Let's go back and look at broadcast. This is nice because this is a great way to shoot out an email if you have something that's releasing soon or coming out. So someone might be in the middle of your flow and you have people kind of joining all throughout the day and on different days. So they're all going to be in a different point in your flow. A broadcast message can be a personalized message to one email or a group of your segments, but it can also just be a bulk broadcast to everyone who's made a purchase from you that there's something else coming and that you want them to know the information first. And this is a great way to just get emails out there for your subscribers.